Hi everyone, I'm just waiting for people to join. Hopefully the notification goes out that I'm live. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If you do join, please let me know that you're here. Hi there. Looks like my notification's going out. Hopefully it is. Can't tell who's here, but at least I can see that there's somebody here today. Couldn't see it last week, or last Saturday, Sunday, whenever I was on here last. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Hi Jen. Jen, have you been on here before? Your name looks familiar. Then again, I have a lot of Jens, so. Yay, you caught me. Yes, yes you did. How are you? So the feed is a little bit slow. When I mean a little bit, I mean a lot. I truly mean a lot. And so there might be a delay from what I see versus what you guys see. Yes, once. Okay, I was gonna say your name looked a little familiar, but I'm terrible with that when there's people living. I hate to say it like that, but I'm not a good names person. I'm a numbers person. All right, so today is 4/4/26. I'm doing okay. Just doing okay. Hope you're doing better than me. I wanted to pop on here just to hi Arthur, hi Norma. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, looks like some people have joined. So I am Robin with Beyond the Veil. Jen's laughing. That's my business name here in Las Vegas, doing business as, and I've been a professional licensed medium since 2018. A lot of studying before that, and I also do tarot, and that's what I'm hopping on here for, is tarot. I didn't put a whole lot on here. I was just trying to get online, because if I didn't get online, I wouldn't have made it. All right. Let's see here. So I did have about 5 people on there. I can't tell exactly who but I'm just happy to have a counter this time. Last week I had nothing. I was flying blind. All right. Hi Norma, there you are. How are you, girl? All right, so I have Jen down for a reading. Does anybody else want a reading? You know, so I'm going to say something here. I'm going to use tarot. I promise to use tarot. Hi, Scott. How are you? Long time no see. Hi, Mary Beth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mary Beth would like a card also. I have Jen and Mary Beth. So while I have a few of you on here, I do have a, oh, I just got skipped over. Okay, so, you know, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Kristen. Scott also. Okay, so I have Jen, Mary Beth, Kristen, and Scott down for cards. Hi, Patty. I'm here. See? Sorry for making you wait, girl. And you, Patty. I'm going to try to get to as many people as possible. I am going to say I do have a male here. I'm going to stick with tarot for the majority of the time. I do have a male that has passed over to the other side. It feels like he would have... Yes, I did. You did it. I don't know what you're saying there, Kristen. Oh, your name. Okay, yeah. This male here, and Norma too. Norma. I should just assume Norma's going to want a card, huh? I should. Yes, my dear, I got you, Patty. It's Jen, Mary Beth, Kristen, Scott, Patty, and Norma. I have 6 people down so far. But I do have a male that has transitioned to the other side that is really, really loud and clear. Wants to come forward. Taliza, yes, absolutely. And I'm just going to breeze over this. I just spelled your name wrong. I'm going to breeze over this a little bit. Seems like somebody who would have, yes, I was, Patty. Seems like somebody who would have passed away probably in their late 40s, maybe early 50s, but late 40s, I want to say around 49, 48. This gentleman here just feels like he got really, really sick. Absolutely. Kelvin too. Got very sick. Yes, I got that. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This gentleman, I hope you guys can hear me. I assume you guys can. I will keep talking even if not. Most of you know I would keep talking. Right, Arthur? Oh my God, the goods are here. Okay. So this gentleman here is about 49. Yeah, Patty, I should also. I absolutely should. So this gentleman, 48, 49 years old, maybe cusp of 50, feels like he passed away too soon. He got very, very sick. So it feels like his body just got sick. It makes me feel like almost like it's a liver or something in the either liver, pancreas area. It could have been, I don't know. Thank you, Scott. I don't know where we're going with this. My cousin passed to Lisa Waters' husband. Yeah, well, but I'm around that age sick. Oh, sick. Would he have had liver or like up in the, it feels like up in the right quadrant. I feel like I'm being affected. Arthur, yes. This thing's going to be moving slow. I'm going to cry a little bit because this is too slow for me. I swear to you, Arthur even knows. He's known me a very, very long time. I have no patience for this moving slowly. Okay, thank you, Patty. All right, so this gentleman here, he's just trying to step forward saying he's okay. He feels like, you know, in reality, he didn't want to pass, but he was just tired. Even though he was still young, his body was just really tired. I don't know if he drank a lot or what the situation was, but it just feels like he kind of aged like internally. Cancer. Okay. Cancer, I could take that. I just didn't know if he drank a lot because it felt like his body was just like, how do you put it? Just taken, it's like taken over. It just aged out. It just aged way before its time. Arthur, it is not. It is not right now. All right. This person seems like they have brown hair. Hold on. I don't know why they're trying to give me a description. He seems like he lost a lot of weight. Oh, cancer. A lot of weight at the end. And he feels like a very friendly, fun guy. Just somebody who everybody would have got along with. Maybe not in the beginning of life. But it does feel like it's, yeah, it does feel like it's going quicker. Thank you, Patty. I'm going to put you down. Does anybody connect with this? I know Kristen is saying that it connects for somebody else, but I don't know if I could take it if it's for somebody else. I have you down, Dawn. So hard to read this. Hi there. What's the holy moly, Kristen? Oh my God, it's him. Okay. Dennis, my husband, had brown hair. And is that who Kristen is also talking about? Dawn, he passed with kidney cancer. I don't know where we're going with that. But it just feels like the whole body. So I don't know if this is Kristen. Is that who you're talking about also? Because it just feels like the whole body is like aged. And like he's like in a younger body, but it's aged. Chris, I'm doing tarot today, contrary to what I'm doing right now. I'm a Helen in spirit also. Not Holler, but Helen in spirit, if anybody can connect with a Helen. All right, I'm going to kind of move forward. It's going slow. Every second that passes, guys, I struggle. I mean, even when, like I said in my last one, every time I turn the lights, you got time for one more? I could put you in there, Megan. I don't know. Yes, it's who I'm talking about. Okay. Fast to the body. Okay, thank you, Talisa. Yeah, it just feels like it goes and all of a sudden everything ages and gets old and it just, and lost. Well, I heard myself afterwards. I think a lot of people do with cancer. I wasn't in my own brain at the time saying it. But I at least caught myself with that. He would have been, see, I almost did it again. Was he about like 5'10"? Like, I want to say he could have been really big, but he doesn't present very big. He presents just kind of like the size of my dad. It's weird. 5'10", 5'11", somewhere in there maybe. All right, I'm going to move on to the first card. Just know that the only reason he's trying to step forward is like he's just relieved. And I think you guys already know he's relieved. We probably brought him up at some point. I knew you were going to say that, Talisa. I swear to you, when I said my dad, I was just like, I'm off. It's okay. But I think he's come through before, if I'm not mistaken. So I just kind of want to gloss over this and go back to Jen. I know Jen's waiting for a card. And so Talisa, do you have any connection with a Chris or Kristen or not Kristen on here, like a Chris or Christian, like that kind of name? And you can say no if not. I might have brought that up before as well. There seems to be some sort of connection with a Chris. Tracy, well, she's on her way. Okay. All right, I'm moving to Jen. I want to make sure I cover cards, because this moves really slow for the other stuff. And there's I almost said Patty. Oh my God, there's a Pat in spirit. There's a male Pat in spirit, I think. Based off what I'm getting. Jen, are you ready? You still with me? I have cards upside down. Miss Jen. Is Jen still on here, guys? Okay. I could take that. Thank you, Talisa. I just wanted to make sure, because that's the person that he's kind of focused in on and watching over, and wants to let you guys know he's really trying to keep an eye on that individual. You know, like a helicopter dad in a sense. All right. So, moving forward. Jen, are you still with me? Tracy. If I can get to you, I will, Tracy. I have Jen, Mary Beth, Kristen, Scott, Patty, Norma, Talisa, Calvin, Dawn, Chris, Megan, and Tracy. Hopefully I get to you all. I don't, Sherida. Doesn't help, I can't hardly see. I'm going to put you down on the waiting list. Hi, Chris. Oh my God. All right. Jen, you still here, Jen? I don't see Jen. Oh, yes, there you are. Okay, Jen, you ready for a card? Hopefully, because we're pulling one. I'm going to pull two for you. Oh. So it's interesting here is, I got the Eight of Swords for you, Jen. Sometimes what we do is we kind of, we feel stagnant. We feel like we're blocked from getting to where we want to go in life. We feel like we're caught. That's not the right word. They just told me no. This particular card, if you see the swords, and she's behind the swords, like surrounded by them, right? And the swords are up here in front of her. She's got the blindfold on. She's got her hands tied. It just feels like she feels locked in, tied. She can't go anywhere. But in reality, these swords are swords that she has placed around herself to protect herself. Oh my God, I'm going to have to... This is not going to be good. My vibration came back on my phone. I don't know why. But this is somebody here who is trying to protect themselves. They've had a lot going on in their life, and they want to shield themselves and protect themselves. But now you no longer need it as much as you used to. So it's time for you to kind of start working on getting rid of those blocks that you've put in place to keep yourself safe. It's not the world putting you there. It's you putting yourself there. It may not make any sense to you, Jen, but I also get the crossing, the initiation. So you're really taking bigger steps this year in accomplishing the things. I feel like I'm stuttering all over the place. There must be somebody in spirit who stutters or repeats words over and over again, because I keep tripping over words. All right. You might have to ask twice. Sometimes she doesn't see the first comment. Oh, who's that? I already put that in. So, who am I missing? Sure. I saw that one. I replied already. I don't want I can't take my vibration off my phone right now. That's going to drive me crazy. Sorry, guys, if you can hear the vibration of my phone. So, yeah, Kirsten, thank you for doing that. I already replied to her, and I told her I was going to put her on the waiting list just in case. So hopefully you heard that. All right, Jen, does this make sense to you right here? Where, you've put things in place to kind of protect yourself so that you don't get hurt, so you don't become disappointed, so you don't have fears of stepping out and doing things. My comment came through late. Oh, it's okay, Kirsten. Told you there's a delay. If you're just coming in, oh, thank you, Patty. Patty's my hero. All right, so Jen, I'm going to leave you with this. It's time. It's time to take those barriers down, to drop those walls, and you're going to be making some good strides. Absolutely good strides. Month of October sings your name for some reason. So whatever the month October means to you, the end of September is good, but month of October is big, big, big news for you. So it's either a birthday, a passing date, or this is when this really comes to fruition, and you're gonna really enjoy the person you're becoming. I know that sounds silly, but it's just hold on tight to that. Take some notes. I'm the Chris Talisa's talking about. Oh, hi, Chris. All right. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to confuse you, but yeah. So Spirit sometimes does that. They'll bring in names of people that are connected. That's why I said, are you connected to? They'll be very clear with me if they're in spirit. There is a Robert in spirit. I will tell you that. I don't know why that name keeps popping on me today. All right, I'm going to put this card back. Jen, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to move over to Mary Beth. Then comes Kristen, Scott, Patty, Norma, Talisa, Kelvin, Dawn, Chris, Megan, and Tracy. And anybody after that is on the... What is that icon, Patty? I can't figure it out. All right. Just write it down. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. If it does, that's great. The month October is very, very significant. All right, Mary Beth, you still with us? I want to make sure you're still with us. I talk fast, so want to make sure that you're hearing me or understanding me. So let me know if you're still here, Mary Beth. Yay, team! Ooh, right now, Mary Beth, do you see a lot of 4s? Just out of curiosity. I'm going to need you to answer that. A lot of 4s. Do you see 4s frequently? Like 44, 4 for 4, 4, just 4. Ooh, military helicopter. Oh, Robert is your brother. Okay. You know what? I wish I could memorize all these things, because I don't know if I've ever brought that up. Oh, he came through. Okay, there we go. He came through last time. All right. I don't remember any of these things. I wish I did. I remember alligators at one point, guys. That's what I remember. Alligators. And it belonged to the Michigan crew. No. Okay. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to leave this card out then. That means it's going for the next person. Hold on. Sometimes they'll do that to me. They'll give me, because I pulled 2 cards. All right. Page of Pentacles. We're going to hold on to our money right now. We're going to not spend as much as we maybe want to. And this is probably a lot of common sense at the same time. You know, but at the very same time, you're going to start realizing that not everything, you don't need to buy everything. You can be satisfied with things that are priceless, like as in just watching nature, going out and going into, I don't say hike very much, going out into, you know, going for walks and being in nature, things like that. You're going to start understanding even more how important it is for just taking a good deep breath of air. Connecting with yourself, even just meditating. The things that you can't buy are going to become very significant to you, even more so. But hold on to your cash. I guess that's good news for everybody. Just hold on to your cash. Don't spend a whole lot of it. If you're thinking about buying big purchases right now, I wouldn't be looking at that too much. But in regards to this here, he's holding on to his money instead of buying the items he wants, but also he's looking at things that you can't buy. Therefore, he's taking pleasure in having things that are something, you know, priceless. You can't buy them. Learning to appreciate things that this earth has to offer for free. All right. I'm going to leave you with that, Mary Beth. Hopefully that makes sense. May or may not. I'm just perfectly fine. Next person is going to be getting this number 4 card. So I have Kristen. Kristen, are you the one who resonates with the number 4 card? So number 4, you would be seeing 4s repeatedly, or even waking up at 4 in the morning. It's just the 4s just keep popping. If you can't take this, I'm going to move this card along. But it's stuck with somebody with a firm foundation. So somebody here, like as in Kristen, if you're still here, everything you predicted came true for me. Thank you. You're welcome, Charisse. So it is you with the 4s, Kristen. You're welcome, Mary Beth. See, this is where I'm going here. Like, so Kristen is the number 4s. Kirsten, are you asking me? There's a Kristen on here. Kirsten. Say that 3 times fast. So this particular card for you, Kristen, is really about centering yourself, grounding yourself, and just knowing that the angels, guides, and messengers, they're really, really watching over you now. So every time you see that 4, they're letting you know you're okay and you're on the right track. They're very, very, very Kirsten. Sorry about that, guys. Just too many names that are similar. I used to get a lot of Judith, and get confused with that too. But this particular card here, very, very good card in regards to you really hunkering down. Hi, Charisse. I'm already with an overflow list here, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to you, but I will write your name down. I have 2 of you now on that. Kristen, these 4s, and I know it's only a singular 4, but the 4 is what stood out the most, even with the big, fat, red triangle there, which is technically like air. Or fire, sorry. It's more about knowing you're okay. There's times that you've been experiencing recently. I don't know you in your real world, but it feels like there's been times that you feel like you just, it feels out of control. It feels like, am I on the right path? And what am I doing? And it's really pressure cooker. It's like you're in a pressure cooker with it. And those 4s are out there telling you, hey, you're okay. We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Those are angel numbers, Patty. So just know that you're being watched over. Don't douse out your fire. Be the person that you're meant to be. If you feel like doing something fun and crazy, go do it. But you're perfectly A-okay. You are not in any way, shape, or form different from anybody else, as in, like almost like non-human, or, like the extremes. You are absolutely in the place you should be right now, and you're being watched over, and they're caretaking for you. But so just be the best version of you, because there's nothing about you that sets you off differently from the rest of the population. It's just, we are all our unique selves. So just be the best version of yourself. Okay? That's what this card is all about. Keep watching those 4s. Keep watching the 4s. You're just going to know that they're there. And then you just say, got it. I'm not alone. All right. Miss Patty, yes. Angel numbers. That's good. 444. Angels have a sneaky way. We have a lawyer here. It's 444, 4444, like, and that's my whole social. All consecutive. It's like, oh my God. So yes, I like the 4s also, but I have another number that's been hitting me for the past few years. All right. You're welcome, Kristen. All right. Al, yeah, I can put you on. I think you're Al or AI, one of the two. So I'm going to look at Al on the overflow. All right. All right, so we still here. I have Jen, Mary Beth, and Kristen that I've just read. Scott, you are next. Oh, that's why the jewel name came up. Scott, you still with me? Nothing's moving. I feel frozen in time. Is anything moving for you guys, or am I just frozen? Because I don't feel frozen. Don't look frozen, but it doesn't mean you guys aren't seeing me frozen. Scott, are you with me? Hi, Scott. Wow. I'm telling you, I was going to tell you guys this before. You know when you turn the light on? Hi, Maritza. You know when you turn the light on? Like in your bathroom, kitchen, anywhere? Well, for me, there's a huge delay in between flicking the light and it turning on. That drives me crazy. Megan, you're way down here. You're down towards the bottom. Bear with me. Stay with me. I have not said your name yet. So, Scott, you're next. After Scott is Patty, Norma, Talisa, Calvin, Dawn, Chris, Megan, and Tracy. That's where we are at. Okay? And I know you're probably thinking, but I want to make sure anybody who did not hear their name being called, you hear your name being called now. Anybody I did not call is on the overflow list that I'm aware of that requested a reading after I filled up. All right, Scott, let's see what we got for you. Ooh. Huh. So I got the Knight of Swords for you, Scott, which is actually appropriate. You know, the one... Oh, thanks a lot, Patty. No one's talking to me. Trying to let me focus. I get it. I'm in love with that idea too, Patty. I like focusing. All right, Scott. Taking off with new adventures. Taking off in your own direction. Doing your own thing. You're not going to be following the crowd and how they do stuff. You're going to be doing stuff in your own, on your own path. And it's probably something you already currently do, but you've always been driven to do your own thing. You just don't want to fit in with, it's almost like all the robotic people in the corporate world. You don't want to be in there. You want to do your own path, your own business, your own company, your own way of doing things. And it just feels like you're off on your own little trot. Like you'll get hung up a little bit, question a few things, and then you're like, you know what? I'm going in this direction again. And then you'll take a little bit of time, and then you'll go back out and start doing it again. And that's something that's just going to continue. But the good thing about this particular card is even though you have your back turned and you're heading out to go do things, it just means you're staying productive. If you're not productive right now, you're going to be very productive by summer. But no matter what comes up in your way, you only get held back for a little bit, and then you're back out on the road doing what you got to do again. Does that make any sense to you, Scott? You know, because we all think about things, dwell on things, sit back and think, what the heck? But you have a tendency to say, you know what? Let me kind of like focus in on this and get back on the horse again. Oh, literally. Does that make sense to you, Scott? August is a good month for you, just so you're aware. Let me know, Scott. Who's the Leo? Scott, do you have a Leo connection? Or, phew, July, August birthday connection? And I've probably asked you 2 questions now, and it's probably going to take forever to even go. Trying to let me focus. Patty, there's no such thing as that. Hopefully that made sense, Scott. I'm going to move on to the next person. I want to make sure I get everybody taken care of tonight. If that does not make sense, it shortly will. Life is getting positive, but I'm heading for my own goals, not as fast as I like, but I'm going forward. Yes, and that's what that card is, going forward. That's why his back's turned to us, because he's going forward. Perfect. Perfect. The other thing is, really quick with you, Scott, it doesn't have to move fast. That's why there's those setbacks I was talking about. But, okay, there we go. Perfect. I was like, I keep getting the Leo. I literally said, who's the Leo? And I couldn't figure out where you're coming in at. So, to be fair, I do believe that, you know, I'm not trying to bring up too many things on here, and I'm trying to be very, how do I word this? You have support from the other side in regards to watching over your granddaughter, and is very proud of the individual that she's turning into, the young lady she's turning into. I'm just going to say that. Try to kind of keep it without divulging too much information. All right. So thank you for that, Scott. Appreciate it. I'm going to move to Patty. Miss Patty, are you ready? I know you're on there because you're having a conversation. You ready, Patty? I never know how yours are going to go. Ever. And now you're quiet, Patty. Oh my God, I just got the 4 again. Oh, I love this. Look at this fat deck. And I just got the 4 again. So I guess the 4 was also, you're welcome, Scott. I guess the 4 was also for you. Oh my goodness. Can't make that stuff up. How many cards are in this one? I think 70 something. Well, they're fat. They're probably less. I don't know how many cards are in there. I have so many decks. Miss Pate. Miss Pate. Attention. Attention. I have a silly... Who's Brandon? Or Brandon or Brandon? Hi, Patty. I'm connecting with Hurry and Arthur. I got a Brandon or Brendan or Braden? No, Brendan or Brandon in spirit. Actually, in spirit. Spill my info, don't hold nothing back. I ain't gonna do that on here. You know that. No matter how much you beg, plead, and cry. Ah. All right, this particular card. I also pulled the 4 again. You're being watched over. Clearly you know that. You've been on enough of my readings to know that. And the 444, because you see the 3 4s consistently, not just the 4s particularly, like individually, should I say, or doubled, or it becomes, the 444 is the angelic number. It is firmly the angelic number. So every time you see that, they're trying to tell you whatever decision you just made, you're on the right path. They're just validating for you. That's it. That's strictly what they're doing. However, you're taking on too much, girl. Way too much. And people are watching you do it. So if you look in the back, they're watching him carry all the burdens and all the responsibilities and everything. So just, if I was to be loving your life, thank you, Norma. I don't know if I'm loving my life. Now, this particular card here just was a reminder for you to stop taking on everybody else's responsibilities. They have to start becoming, that's okay. It's a Brandon or Braden or Brendan. I don't know where this person's coming. It could be for my next person. I don't know. I really don't know. But being able to put down what is not yours. You can't keep assuming that you need to take responsibility for somebody else's stuff. Carrying it for them because you don't think they can, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the reasons are, you're carrying too much. So you're going to have to kind of hand it back to them. Because if they can't do it for themselves, they're never going to learn how to do it for themselves. If you don't push it off, they're never going to learn how to. You need to take a break. You need to, and this is all up to you. You have free will. But the load is too much that you're carrying that belongs to other people. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense to you. And you're not super person, you're not super woman, you're not super duper anything above human. So you're going to have to hand people stuff back to them. And say, yeah, you have to learn how to do it. Tracy's got eyeballs. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to get things going. You know, just so you guys know, you can relate. You know, and that's my goal. So I'm glad you brought that up, Norma. My goal is to be able to touch on these cards. And even though it's for the person I'm reading, I'm hoping that people could take a little bit from that. If you can't take something from a card at all, that's fine, discard it. But if you can, take it. Take it. Take it. You know, that's why I do these lives, hoping that it can hit more people than just one. And that way everybody keeps getting a reading over and over, and you see what I'm saying? Like they can receive something throughout the whole life. All right. At least that's the intention I set. If it doesn't work out that way, sorry guys, I try. That's Patty. So yeah, just girl, you gotta live your life for you. Take the bricks off your back. They weigh too much. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with that, Patty. Norma, you are next. I know you're here too because you're talking to me. Miss Norma. Oh my God. How... So just like Patty got the 4, you got this just like Patty had. Like, I can't even make that up. That's awesome. Sorry. Let me see if I can pull a different card. But that's just it. What if you weren't here, Patty? What if you weren't here? Then who would be that person? If you were not here, who would be that person? Somebody would have to be that person, or they would have to be that person themselves. Yeah, see, Norma, you got that card. Okay, here we go. Oh, why is this upside down? Hold on. I don't like upside down cards. Oh, I gotta put this one back too. That one. All right, Norma. I like the Fool better because that one was easier to read for you. But this one here just feels like you're kind of guarded in things right now. Not sure who to trust in your life. Not sure what direction to take. What's your best options. It feels like you got a lineup of all these different doors and you're just trying to protect yourself. You don't know which door to go through. I can't read that right now. So Norma, see how you're guarded here? You know, you guard yourself, especially with money. Guarded with money as well, right? And you got your mask on, you've got your shields up, you've got your decorative outfit on, you're facing everything, like literally trying to face it. But at the same time, you're being very, very guarded from other people. It's like you need to camouflage yourself from other people. And I don't know how to word this in a way, because it's not a negative thing. It's a protective thing. It's a safety thing. You don't feel that people are going to accept you for you. You don't feel that you have to put on a dog and pony show the best that you can to present yourself. That's the way it comes across with this particular card if you see them, right? You need to present yourself as something different than you truly are. I don't know if that makes any sense to you at all. It's not a bad thing. Like I said, it's a safety thing. It's a comfort thing. It's something that we get used to over the years. But this particular card is very clear to me that you want to present yourself to the world in such a certain type of way, but you yourself don't feel that they're going to accept you in the way that you actually are. And there's nothing wrong with who you are. I mean, I guess we all have stuff going on. It's just that there's been so much backlash, I guess, the way it comes across, that you just don't want to deal with it. So you just protect yourself. Am I making any sense to you? If not, that is a-okay. It's just the way I'm reading the card. Patty, if you were, let's say you were in Hawaii and you stayed there for 6 months, those people would figure it out. Sorry, they would figure it out. You disconnect from every phone, every internet. Thank you, Norma. Hopefully that means what I think it means. All right, and so Patty, trust me, if you disconnected, went to Europe, went somewhere and disconnected from the internet and they couldn't get a hold of you on the phone, they would figure things out. All right, I'm going to leave you with that, Norma. Hope that makes sense. Miss Talisa, you are next, then Calvin, then Dawn, then Chris, then Megan, then Tracy. If I move through this really quick, I could probably get to some on the overflow list. If not, I do apologize in advance. All right. The Justice card. Girl, Talisa, are you still here? Because if you are, didn't we get this card? Like, this is something I remember. I know I got this card. It's either this card, had to be this card. Talisa. Mildred, I have an overflow list that I might be able to get to. I've got 1, 2, 3 people on that. 4. And then, what is that? Mildred. Talisa, does this look familiar to you? I knew it. I knew it. I remembered something. I feel so proud of myself. I'm pulling another card. You have learned who to help and who not to help. Good. Good. And then you can, you know, take little steps back from that as well. Because eventually people need to learn how to help themselves. Looking for another card, Talisa. Okay, I have here commitment. Oh, girl, that commitment card is hard. So there's commitment. There's commitment, all right. Somebody wants to get together, whether it's a partnership, whether it's a relationship, whether it's business. It's a commitment card, okay? But if you look at this particular card, what stands out to me the most is looking sideways. So even if you want to take the commitment on, there's still something that is how do I word that? You're not facing it head on in such a way. Which card are you talking about, Patty? The Judgment card. I put that back in the deck. This card here, all I can say is commitment for you. As much as you want commitment, much as you need commitment, you also have the same, you don't want to face commitment. You don't want to deal with commitment, but you want, it's almost like you are on two sides of commitment. And unfortunately, you're fighting with yourself. So in regards to commitment, you also have the 5. The 5 for me, see the V? The 5 for me is transitional and transitional and transitional. So there's gonna be lots of ups and downs, and it's just something that I feel like I'm being pulled with a rubber band. You know when you take a rubber band, you go to this side, this side, this side, this side. I feel like that's how that commitment card is with me. You're walking away and not looking forward. So just, you're gonna have to figure out your commitment levels, whether it's with relationships, business, and either go all in or stay all out. It's almost like you're being pulled to do one or the other, not being there and tossing and turning between the two. Does that make any sense, Talisa? Probably not, but that's okay. That's just the way the card's showing itself to me. Literally walking away, sideways, not abandoning, just uncertain, not facing. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody who's new, welcome to my live. We are now, probably close to an hour. Yeah, the Justice card, yes. So Talisa, yes, it does make sense. Thank you, Talisa. I was struggling with how to word that because I don't normally get that particular card in regards to that I'm aware of. And the way they were doing it is almost like as if there was a bipolar meaning behind it. Like it was going in two different directions. So I was trying to grab what they were getting at. So if it came across a little sloppy, I do apologize for that. Who's got Harold or Harry in spirit? I'm sorry, there's a Harold, Harry in spirit? Don't you bark. Duh. All right, that's moving too slow. I'm going to move on to Talisa. Thank you for that, my dear. Hopefully you can take that. Calvin, you're next. Those of you who just joined, I'm Robin. I'm a medium in Las Vegas. I'm also psychic and do tarot cards. And that's what today's about, is tarot cards. Hi, Christina. Oh, you made it, Christina. Your daughter-in-law's grandpa named Harold. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So I'm not going to try to take it all the way into that category because I want to make sure I address all the people with the cards. Just know that he says, oh my God, I have not heard this in a minute. Pull my finger. I don't know why he's doing that. He's very, He's not really happy he's passed on, but he's funny. He wants to be very, very funny with me. He wants to pull, he keeps saying, pull my finger. Just tell your granddaughter if she even, or your daughter-in-law, tell your daughter-in-law if she believes in any of this. It's A-okay if she does not. He's fine. He's fine. He's around her. He's taking care of things as best as he can. They always come through in my lives. They always come through with a positive spin because I asked them the only high vibrational stuff. And he just feels like he just got old. He goes, I just got old. You know, I live my life. I live my life on my terms. I got old. And if you think about daughter-in-law, she's not that old. So her grandpa shouldn't be extremely old, but he feels like he just got old, to be fair. But I don't know. He still keeps saying, pull my finger. Who's got the connection with the fire department? I keep seeing the fire department over and over and over again. Kind of just need to bring that up while I move on to Calvin. How long have I been on? Probably about an hour or close to an hour. Let's see here. I have Calvin, Dawn, Chris, Megan, Tracy, and then I have an overflow list going on. This messaging is going so slow. I can feel my heartbeat as it goes. That's how slow it's going. Calvin. Oh, so that's right. Okay, he's with you. Oh, yeah. Her. All right, Calvin. So this particular card is for you. This is the Emperor card. And he's also pointing down with Leo, pointing at Leo's butt. Is your work seasonal or something, Calvin? I just feel like I feel like there's pockets of work and pockets of not work. Pockets of work, pockets of not work. And I'm not sure why that's coming into, but the end of August feels like it's a timeline for, not the end of August, middle of August. Feels like it's oh, goodness gracious. 2 of you guys have firefighters. I have 2 names. I have John and Dan. I don't know why. He has a snow plowing and mowing he does. Okay, so it's, okay, so snow during the winter and mowing. Okay. So Calvin, things are going to start changing for you and they would change anyway. So I want a little bit better understanding of this card, because they would start changing for you come September, October anyway, because you're going to hit the end of summer, right? And then you're going to move into the new timeline. So I'm going to step back a little bit more for you, Calvin. Are you thinking about opening your own company in regards to this? Because it just feels like there's a big shift in that timeline, not just going from mowing to plowing. Opening up your own business. I'm surprised you're not a tow truck. I keep seeing a tow truck too, so I don't know if I am. I don't know why. A couple of us have fire department people. Yeah, I see that now. Thank you, Patty. Wasn't expecting that. I do have a John and a Dan or Dawn coming through. So it's either Dan. He already has opened his own. Okay, so if you've already opened your own, this is your own business, then come the middle of August, things are going to really start taking off for the better, for the good. It's like it's going to start sparking from there. I'm so glad you're in your own business, because I don't see you fitting with another situation. Don was my dad's name, not John. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting a John, but I'm also getting a Don or a Dan, but I was going with more like with Donald, to be honest with you. But the Don sounded more clear. But I also have a John in spirit too, so it's not that I'm not dropping one of the names. So your dad's name was Don. Okay. So it could have been your father as the firefighter that was coming through. Your grandpa is John. Wait a minute. Don't tell me both of you have a John firefighter. I'm skip. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yours is John and yours is Don. This is why I was getting both those names. Okay, so there's just... Okay, thank you, Talisa. All right, so if anybody's watching this, I pulled up the name Don, and I was trying to go with Dan, but it didn't fit. It just didn't fit, but I could sway with it because of the D and the N, right? But the Don for Donald is where I was actually going with it. And then I was getting John. And then I had the firefighter right before that. So it just feels like they were both trying to step in because they were both firefighters. I got both their names. That's kind of how it works sometimes in these lives. That's just the way it is. I'm not on here specifically for mediumship, or I would be saying, hey, so and so, and then we talk about this, that, and this. It's kind of like they just kind of come at me and start pointing. Okay, this over here. Talk about this, talk about that, and then I just do. So it's pretty open. Donald was his full name. Yeah, that doesn't always work that way. Just so you know. I also know somebody who would have been called Bob, but his name was not Robert. It was on his birth certificate. So you got to be very careful. I had him tell me during a reading, he goes, my name is Bob, and I'm saying, is it Robert? And he goes, no, my name is actually Bob, not Robert. And I'm like, oh. And then the wife said, his name was actually Bob. Like, there was no Robert on the birth certificate. So sometimes they get tricky. All right. So that's how this kind of works when I'm doing a live, and especially when it's tarot, they'll sneak in little daggers here and there. All right. So Calvin, you're going to come that middle of August, it's going to really start perking up for you. It's really going to start going in a better direction for you, that you're just going to feel a little bit of relief. It's not going to be perfect by any means, but you're going to start seeing your work coming to life, and your work like everything you've been working towards, it feels like you're seeing the results of. It's starting to come in, starting to flow in a positive direction. Yes, they were. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that, Calvin. I'm going to move on to Dawn. Let's see if Dawn is still here. My poor phone. I don't know if you guys can hear that vibration or not. I don't know why. I must have hit it when I was flipping the phone on for this particular live. Miss Dawn. Miss Dawn. I can't tell if Dawn is on. There you are. Hi, Dawn. I'm going to pull a card for you. Hey, Dawn, I'm just going to ask you a really silly question. The month of June, what does that mean to you? Is that a passing date or a birthday? Month of June, very specific month of June, or the name June. I could take a name June also, but month of June. Yes. What are you saying yes to? He's very specific. Because I keep hearing June, and I'm like, June what? Alright, let's do the card. I don't know if you can take June. You might not have said yes to that. I'm going to give you a card. I keep also getting the 11th of a month, and I'm not sure where that comes in at. Yep, I didn't think you knew. I keep getting the number 11 also. So I don't know if it's June 11th or if it's okay. It might not be for you. It might be for the next person on here, which would be Chris. All right, Three of Swords. I don't usually get this card too often, Dawn. And does it sound like a video game? Sorry, Patty. I must have hit it when I went on here. I have it on mute. Like, I didn't even get... The oncologist called right before this, like 20 minutes beforehand, and I didn't even get the call until I missed it. It's because my stuff wasn't on. All right, Dawn, this is the Three of Swords. This is somebody who has gone through quite a bit of heartbreak in their life, but also you've done a lot of work to kind of fill those holes. You've done a lot of work to fix the pain. You've done a lot of work to cure the pain in a lot of ways. You're not bleeding out. So if you take a sword out, you'll be bleeding out, right? You're not bleeding out. You are absolutely learning how to navigate the waters with previous heartbreak. So you've had some really hard heartbreaks, like really, really devastating heartbreaks. Does that make sense to you? It just, and also there's a sense of communication with you that you may not be, you're either one of the two sides here, you're not in the middle. You're either very quiet or you're very, very outspoken. But I'm getting more, I cannot communicate the way I want to communicate, or I'm not communicating effectively. There's something going on with the communication with you. But the Three of Swords, it's not a bad card at all, because you're not bleeding out. Absolutely not bleeding out, right? So you're able to manage things and take care of yourself, but you're very good at taking care of yourself. In a lot of ways, you've learned how to be your strong point instead of leaning on others. Does that make sense? I feel like I keep talking to Chris for some reason. Does that make sense to you, Dawn? Slow connection. Oh, I so need to get all you guys on Zoom or something, because this is terrible. Yes. I have to assume you do that. Okay. I'm going to pull another card for you, Dawn. I have a gentleman. Why am I getting all men? I actually have a woman out there, but she's not very vocal, and that surprises me. But I have somebody who has a lot of, they had to clear their throat all the time. I don't know if they're sucking on candies or what they're doing, but they have, it's like they have something going on with their throat where it's constantly clearing the throat. So I don't know if they had throat cancer. I don't know if they had just where a lot of the fluid came up. But I do have it feels like a gentleman over there, and it feels like he's just trying to, like someone's trying to get my attention, except he has all the stuff in the base of the throat trying to get my attention. Dawn, I'm curious if this connects with you because I'm talking to you, or this would talk to with Chris, because Chris is the next person. And I don't know if you said, when you said yes. You said, I'm going to pull another card for you. Your grandpa. I see, that's why I said some of the stuff I know is leaning into Chris because he's right after you, Dawn. TikTok. Not everybody's on TikTok on here. That's why I'm doing it still on here. I'm going to be doing the after, I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I have Afterlife. It's one of the things I'm calling it. Not sure. Yeah, so Dawn, I think it goes with Chris because Chris is following you, and that's what happens. It leads in, just like the number 4 with the card. They lead in and they get excited and start in, and I'm just picking up here and there because I'm just on a live. All right. Fulfillment of wishes. You know, I don't know what these cards actually mean, the Oracle deck. I never looked into them, but when I look at this, it just means that, you know, you have the ability to manifest. You absolutely have the ability to manifest, make things happen for yourself. And whatever you really, really want and really, really need, you have a way to get out there and get it. Not all the doors open up for everybody, and it seems like the doors can open for you and do open for you in ways that they do not open for others. You may not feel like that all the time, but you have more opportunities than some other people do, which is actually cool. But you do struggle with a little bit of emotional withdrawal. I'm going to kind of leave that with you. And you know what? And in reality, I think we all have the ability to manifest what we want. I really do. I think every single person on here has that ability to manifest what they want. As long as they get out there and also work with the universe to make it happen. I'm sure if it was like, yeah, I'd be a millionaire by now. That's not how that kind of works. That thing works. It could work that way. People do have vision boards and do all that stuff, and then they get the things that they've been wanting all this time. But some of us have a natural knack for really manifesting when you like. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an example. I was a single mom, went through a lot of hardships with that very, very early on. My son was like 3 or 4 years old, and I was trying to get a job at the grocery store. They said, come in Wednesday. So I showed up Wednesday, and then they're like, well, not this Wednesday. I had 50 cents to my name. 50 cents. I dropped the 50 cents into the machine and won a royal flush. I was able to buy groceries. Couldn't buy anything else but the 50 cents, right? And I didn't really gamble or anything like that. Just somehow, sometimes we just manifest what we need. So you have that ability, Don, and it's pretty cool. And I think we all do this a certain level on here. All right, moving on, Chris. So it's your grandpa, eh? You're welcome, Don. Chris, that's your grandfather with the throat issues. Is it throat cancer or is it just the fluids that are coming up? Because I definitely have a male that's doing that. I don't know. I'm probably not going to... I can go like really fast through these things, but I don't have any kind of validations. Patty, TikTok. You know, TikTok wasn't moving too fast earlier today either. I wasn't on it, but somebody else was, and it was moving slow. Hi, Chris. He did have throat cancer. Is that what you're getting at? Throat cancer itself? Or was it the... I have a gentleman that also felt like, and I'm wondering if it is him. It also feels like that towards the very end, he was very non-productive. He didn't really move much. He had to be moved in order to get, and did have throat cancer. Okay, thank you, Chris. Because he keeps pushing it on me, and I'm like, I don't want to keep clearing my throat while I'm on here. He also feels like there's a lot of people had to kind of move him. I don't understand this. Move him around to make sure that he was able to sit properly and move properly, or not move properly, but lay properly. Almost like, I don't know why they keep moving him. I'm not sure what they're doing, but if they're propping him to sit in a chair, you know, moving his body around manually. Okay, Chris. So just know, and I'd like to say this to everybody on here, your loved ones are safe and at peace on the other side. I know that's cookie cutter, but I'm not, you know, on here doing a mediumship reading. I am on here doing a tarot reading, but sometimes they sneak in and they'll give me evidence. They're telling me the throat cancer situation and blah, 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 right? What's going on with them. So we have the evidence, but the reason behind it is to let you know that they're still okay. They're fine. They made it to the other side. They're fine. They're watching over. Whatever's going, I keep seeing a car, Chris. So if you're getting a car or something going on with a car, that I don't know why he keeps blabbing about a car. You know, sometimes they just want to say hello, something really simple in these lives, because they know I'm not doing mediumship as a literal thing. So if I'm on here doing mediumship, I will start off with somebody saying, okay, either I'm spirit led or I'm going to be asking who has a. Like earlier with the firefighter. Who has a firefighter? I got a Don and a John. We got two firefighters, a Don and a John, you know. So then I'd have to separate the two of you out. But there's some situation with the car. I'm not sure where it's going with that, but he's kind of... Is there some... I know this is moving too slow. I don't know if they're selling the car or they sold a car or... Shoot. There's something about a car and I don't know where he's going with it. All right, let me go to the next one. So let me see, Chris, let me pull a card for you. Lots of opportunities are surrounding you, Chris. If you look at the oranges here, this is the page. And this is the Page of Wands. But if you notice on this particular page, he's looking at the small side. So you're not trying to bite off more than what you can chew. You're literally going after things that you feel that are within your range. But the unfortunate thing is you're not reaching far enough sometimes. Look at the tree next to him. He's got more opportunities. He's got a bigger tree to choose from. He's not choosing from it. He's going to the little tree saying, okay, I think I can accomplish this. Let me go here. But you're ready for the bigger tree, which means you're ready to take on more opportunities that are coming your way and bigger responsibility coming your way. You're ready to take it on. You just need to decide to take it on. You need to, and it's not a bad responsibility. It's a good responsibility. It's accomplishment. It's movement. It's progress within your life. Usually a good job. Yeah, usually a good job. Are you still there with me, Chris? He just hasn't reached out to grab it. So you have a lot of opportunities. You just need to grab. If you want to grab from the small tree, go for it. Just grab. You gotta grab on. Take the bull by the horns and go. And we're in the year of the fire horse. grab those reins. You'll be dragged along with it. This thing's moving so slow. I think I aged about 4 years on here. I hope you heard all that, Chris. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that, Chris. I'm going to move on to Megan. Megan, you with me? I swear to you, it is a long wait. Waiting. Oh, you're quite welcome, Chris. What's the car? What's the deal with the car? And I also have somebody who had the old van. You know, the old van, like the 1970s van. Oh, hi, Megan. You ready? All right, let's get started with Megan. Can you? Figures. Mildred, thanks. Are you teasing me, Mildred? Yeah, I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe because I'm the one that's doing the upload and it, you know, it has to transmit and receive. You're just receiving. You know, I could pull people up on here, just so you know. Thank you, Patty. All right, Megan. My mom got his truck. Okay. I was going to say there's a, oh, I called it a car, but I knew there was a vehicle involved. But I also have another person who has a van. Because I keep hearing the van down by the river with, what's his name? Oh my God, I forgot his name. He played Tommy. He was Tommy in a movie. Oh my God, I just forgot his name. But they keep showing me the van. So there's also a person connected with the van, but yeah, the truck. I like that. I knew there was a vehicle. I didn't know if they were selling it, were they changing hands. I didn't know where they were going with the vehicle. You just wanted to talk about the vehicle. All right. Megan. Hopefully you pronounce it that way, because I also hear people call it Megan. All right, so this here is a nice card. This is the Six of Cups. This is somebody who is trying to get along with people. Trying to be calm with people. Trying to... Chris Farley, thank you, Cherise. I could not get that. Oh, you know what's funny about that is Chris Holler, Chris Farley. That's probably why I couldn't get it, because it was Chris. That's probably literally why I could not get that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Cherise. Thanks, Norma. All right, so here's the Six of Cups. Now, in regards to Megan, this particular card here shows that you're going to be, like I said earlier, getting along with people more, trying to make nice with people, but also involved with children. More involved with children than you have been. I don't know how many kids you hang out with, but it just feels like there's going to be more emotional fulfillment when it comes to children and when it comes to being with family members. So it's almost as if there's some sort of disconnect a little bit. And then in regards to your connection with certain individuals, there's a disconnect, but it feels like it's all going to start coming together. It's like you're going to be able to all play nice and get along. And I don't know why they keep focusing on children on me, but there's a child emphasis on this. Does any of this make sense to you? But the number 6, month of June, I'm going to kind of tie into this. The month of June, I'm going to tie in because of the number 6. I don't always follow the month with the card, but I do feel that a lot of your relationships are going to start changing for the better. They could be great now for all I know, but they're changing for the better. And I want to say around June, it's going to start taking place. Also, I think it's your sacral. Your sacral. Your moods, up and down, moving, up and down, up and down. You want to start balancing that. And I feel that with the Six of Cups, there's some sort of reason why it's weird. It's almost like everything starts to flatline and make you start feeling better. And I don't know anything about your day-to-day life, but you start feeling better and more stable emotionally, where you're actually able to enjoy, like truly enjoy, not just say, we're going to do this because I want to enjoy, or going somewhere and not really enjoying. Because some people sit in the corner. That's me. I sit in the corner. But you are going to actually, because I'm that person, unless somebody dares me, I'm usually sitting in the corner. Just things are going to start to smooth out, I guess you could say. Smoothing out, getting along, kumbaya. And it's going to actually feel good for you. That's the important part. It's going to feel good for others, but the important part is it's going to make you feel emotionally good and emotionally stable. Does that make sense to you? If so, yay. And I'm going to move on, Megan, to Tracy. I'm glad you love all that. Thank you, Megan, Megan. You know what? Hi, Tracy. I wonder if you were on here last time, because I kept getting a Ray or Rayanne. I wonder if it was just picking up on your name somewhere. All right, Tracy. How are you, Tracy? Okay. Miss Tracy. Okay, this card here, I like to read it pretty much the same for everybody on here. Whenever they get this card, I try my best to do it very similar. So when you see this card, you're going to say, oh, yay, thank you, Megan. When I see this card, I try to be very, very consistent with the meaning of this card, okay? And when I see this card, I see him holding a whole lot of swords in his hands, okay? And what's he doing? Instead of holding and focusing on what he's got in his hands, he's looking back at what he couldn't grab, right? Now, this has become more important than what he's doing. That's not right. You can't go forward in life looking backwards. It absolutely doesn't work. So this is the Seven of Swords. And communication is a big highlight for you, Tracy. Communication, talking. I also got the throat thing. I don't know where I'm going with that. Woo! Seven of Swords, just... Sometimes we're traumatized by things in life that are really no longer an issue, but we... sometimes I just don't put dots together. All right. Not only that, with this particular card, we have phantom issues that we keep looking back on, because those issues are not true issues. We make them into issues behind this. And we're like, we didn't take care of this. We didn't take care of that. None of that matters, but we make it matter, right? And therefore, we carry more of a burden and a worry and a regret, and we're carrying negativity around with us. We want to, you know what? We couldn't do it. We didn't do it. If it was meant to be done, it would have been done. So let's go forward. You know, it's not like you're just abandoning things just to abandon them. You're not. You're doing the best that you can, especially at the time you're doing them. Hindsight's 20/20 for all of us. So just let go of the things that you could not control. Just let them go. You know, don't be holding on to them. Just carry what you got and start walking forward. Just say, you know what? I did great. I collected this one and this one and this one and this one, and pat yourself on the back because you were able to hold and handle all those swords, which is all different things in your life. So I'm going to kind of leave you with that. And also, communication is going to be a strong point with you. So just make sure you communicate how you're feeling to people. Like, really communicate with people and effectively communicate with people. And hopefully they receive you the same way that you think you're sending the information to them. Like when you're communicating to them, hopefully they're receiving it the way you want them to receive it. Because it's very important for you to be able to say everything you need to say. It's just, I don't know. It's like I'm opening a door when I see that. I'm opening a door and I'm walking through it, and I just feel like so much better because I got to say everything and not worry about, are they upset with this, or they want this, or are they going to be mad about that? It's just almost like you got to let those chains go. Yeah, they're really talking heavy on the communication with you, Tracy. So definitely. So Tracy, the month of May, specific for you, month of May. I don't know if it's around the 16th of May. I don't know where I'm getting May. I feel like it's the 16th of a month, but I'm also getting May. Maybe I'm getting two different dates, but I'm getting connected with month of May for you. I feel like it's very significant for you. Overflow list. What time is it? Oof. I can go for a few more minutes. I have Sharita. I probably wrote that wrong too. I'm terrible. When it comes to the party people, I have names. When it comes to living people, not so much. I'd be, if my name wasn't tattooed, or if I didn't use so many different names, I'd be fine. Okay, Tracy, hopefully that makes sense. You don't communicate well, and I'm not sure what I just said to you, but whatever it was. Charisse. No, it's spelled S-H-E-R-I-D-A-H. Oh, month of May. For a month of May. Christina, no, you're on no list because I didn't see you put your name in there. Or did I? No. There's no Christina on here. You have to say your name when you do that. I don't know if you did. Well, there's an I in there. Confuse me. Sorry, guys. All right. So I'm very anal retentive, so I have to sound it out as it's written, like Island for island. Like, I'm that person. So please, I will do my best to try to remember that. Sherda. I will spell it differently so I can keep up with that. Sherda. Okay. Let's see here. And I don't know if you could take the month of May or the 16th of a month, but those keep flashing in my head. Sherda. What we got here for you? Ooh. So this particular year, and I'm going to kind of tag the year. It might be how you've already been doing things. Year of the horse. So I'm going to bring that up again. Grab the reins and keep running with it. This is the year of the one, new beginnings. So it's a lot of ups and downs. But just hold on tight. You'll get through it. But you're also going to be exploring new avenues in this life, new direction, whether it's career, relationship, just family connections. Everything's going to be up in the air, but not in a bad way. You're wanting to evolve, wanting to change, wanting to develop, wanting to grow from within. It's like you're going to take a bowl of a thing of spaghetti and throw it at the wall and see what sticks. And say, this is my year to figure things out. This is my year to do stuff I haven't done before. I want to explore. It's like eating from the appetizer plate. Just do it. That's what they're saying. Thumbs up from the other side. You want to do that? Go for it. And somebody on here has a connection with a trip to Europe. Somebody's got a connection to they got a connection to Europe or a trip to Europe. Sorry. So with this particular card for you, Sherda. I'm going to get that. Just so you know, I will learn your name. You're going to be throwing everything into the air and doing your best to figure out the new version of you. That's what's going to happen. You're coming up on that turning point. You have somebody you're connected to that's like 29 years old. Like, I don't know, I'm saying, or February 9th. So 29 or February 9th. Very, very significant when I'm talking about. When I say your name, I keep hearing that. And I see no movement on here. People are dropping like flies. I'd be dropping like a fly too. Can't get away with it. Mildred. That's not Europe, is it? No, it's not Europe. Girl, you're going to Sydney? Really? I'm so jealous. Wait a minute. I'm just trying to see where you are on the list. Yeah, Christina, when you come on here, I definitely need you to say you want to... What's April 8th? 4-8. What's 4-8? I don't know, Patty. I'm burning out. I will try. Christina was looking for a card too. Let me put you on the extra. Christina. Shanna. Jessica, you're on there. There's a maybe list. I just put you on it. You're the first one on the maybe list. My third list. I am burning out, guys. Yeah, that sucks, Mildred. Hi, Rosetta. I don't know. I still don't know what 4-8 is. I don't need to know your birthday. Although, if that is your birthday. Yes, you do. I know you do, Mildred. Girl, you're hopping all the time. And I saw a post of yours, too. Just so you're aware. I saw a post of yours. You're still at that. I know where you work. Oh, I wasn't. Okay, so I don't know your boyfriend. I didn't bring up April 8th, so I do apologize. That's not where I was going with that. I was reading a card. Did I talk about... You're having me second guess what I was talking about. Sorry. Yeah, a card. I was bringing a card up for you. Sherda. You know, I don't think I'm connecting with him. Was he in a car accident or something? Or in a car when he passed? Cause I don't think I'm connecting with him. I really don't. And April 8th, I'm not getting. I'm getting May 16th. So if he passed on April 8th, there would have been something. There would have been something done May 16th if it's tied to him. I don't feel like I have him. I really don't feel like I have him. I don't see any responses. I'm just hanging out. Don't see any responses. Oh, wait. I'm confused. Kirsten, her boyfriend came through for you last time? I don't see this is where you guys really know. I don't remember any of this. Oh, he put what's 4? I'm so confused. That's 312. I'm so confused. Didn't you just put 4-8 in the? My brother-in-law, Sherda is my sister. Okay, so what's 4-8? That's what I was stuck with when you put a date in there. I didn't know what that was. I'm so confused. So confused. I'm sorry for your loss. Very sorry for your loss. That seems recent. But I am a little confused with what 4-8 means. Did I say 4? I didn't say 4-8. I don't think I did. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't remember it. I thought I said 5-16. hold on. I'm not, I don't know where to go with this because I'm being overstepped by somebody who would have passed. It just feels accidental. Takes responsibility for their passing, but feels accidental. I'm overshadowed with that, so I'm not sure if I'm even connected with anything. So here's the thing is, I probably have everybody's loved ones here. It's just the way it kind of works because I'm a medium. But sometimes some will step forward. And if he already came through for Kirsten, I don't know if he's going to come through again. But I do sense and feel people trying to push their way to the front. And there is a gentleman here that passed of their own responsibility. Like they take ownership over it, but it doesn't feel like it's 100% intentional. Like it's just weird. Okay, Kirsten. So, okay, so that's his birthday. Yeah, I when you guys put numbers out, I have no idea what you're doing, and I was just given what I had. Okay. Yeah, these are tarot card readings. So this person here takes responsibility. It was between accidentally or suicide. So it does feel like there was some thought process behind it, but it still lands in accidental. It doesn't feel like it was intentional. Like, it doesn't feel truly intentional. It feels like it was accidental. Why am I still seeing the number 29? Okay, I gotta step up because I got people to get to. So let me see here. So it could be him. This thing's moving really, really slow. I do apologize. I am so sorry for your loss because it seems very fresh and new. And he came through before for Kirsten. He keeps stepping out like, yo, hey, it's me. I'm just like, okay. But I don't know whose me it belongs to sometimes. And this person here is just like, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it kind of situation. Like so it feels accidental. But it takes responsibility for the actions. All right, so I'm going to, what did I do here? Hold on. I have cards that are complete. The other thing is I just got the tarot card and it was upside down, and I don't like my cards upside down. But the tarot card being upside down, I'm going to actually take that because it just means that things may feel like they're coming apart. I'm flipping the rest of my cards over. So this particular card, oh, okay. So that might be where I could take that, because if his son passed away in May, then that would be him trying to connect, like you know, he's connected with his son, because it's very specific about May, like the month. And okay, so right before I give you this card, the one thing that he's with his grandpa, he says. He makes it seem like there's concern over where he landed on the other side. So somebody is concerned with where he is and how they could have. I thought I could have had some of this the other day too, but it just feels like, could there have been a way to stop all this? And it doesn't seem like there is any kind of way to stop all this, but there's concern about where he's landed, and he's trying to say, I'm with everybody else, and he's got a grandfather on the other side. So if he doesn't have any grandfather that's passed on, I'd be surprised, because this particular individual definitely saying, I'm with my grandpa, I'm with my grandpa. Pops is here, Pops is here. Let's see here. And the Tower card. I want to make sure I address the Tower card. This was upside down, which to me means that this tornado that you're going through, this destruction that you're going through, the carpet being pulled out from underneath you that you're going through is going to start rebuilding and turning into something different and better. But just take some time. Be good to yourself. But this here, I always dread when I get the Tower card. I'm like, they're gonna go look down like, oh my God, am I really getting the Tower card? But it was, like I said, upside down when I pulled it. Shouldn't have been, but it was. And it just means that things are going to start getting better for you. Even though it may not feel like it right now, may not seem like it right now, by December, you're going to be a whole new person. By December, you are going to probably not even recognize where you were today. So I'm going to kind of leave you with that. The Tower card being upside down. And it's a good card that way. And I'm going to kind of leave you with this love because I can't, like, it's moving so slow and I really need to get to people. And I have not seen anything beyond to validate anything. Well, I don't know, but he keeps putting his, like, it reminds me of the 1970s when you put the foot out, the big foot, like the don't tread on me, the big foot. I keep saying that. I keep trying to step in with that. You know, big construction boot kind of thing. All right. Hi, Shanna. I don't know what the 29 is. That's going to drive me nuts tonight. All right. Let's see here. Ooh. Charisse. I'm trying to get to you guys. Oh, my gosh. Charisse, I'm going to try to make this quick, okay? What's your question for me? I know you have a question. Do we still have Charisse here? Slowly. Hi, Charisse. What's your question for me, dear? I don't know why I have to ask you that. I haven't asked anybody else that. Oh, thank you, Sherda. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to try to. Perfect. Yeah, I'm still trying to get to you, Mildred. I've been on here way too long. I'm melting. I am literally melting. All right. So, oh, your question is about why? Why? You're not a fire department dad, right? Please don't. You're not the fire. You're not one of those, right? Because I know somebody chimed in earlier. I know that was Patty and somebody else. Okay. All right. How's your dad? I don't know if your father didn't get a chance to go fishing in this life because he seems obsessed with fishing. I don't know why this is. I never know because I'm not over there. I don't pretend to be over there. Your dad is fine. Your dad is perfect. Yeah, good. Thank you, Sharice. Whew. I was going to say because oh. Okay. Thank you for that, Sharna. So, thank you for letting me know that. I was going to say, because he's with his son. He's with his son. He's with his son. So, Charisse, so the fishing, so you connect with the fishing thing, because he's like out there doing his thing, and he's like, yeah, I'm not being bothered. I'm like, oh my God. He's perfectly fine. He's enjoying himself. And I know you're probably thinking, how? I don't know how. They do this. They explain to me things that they're doing on the other side. I can't explain, but it almost seems like they can do anything they want on the other side. It's like they feel like fishing, they can fish. They feel like eating the fish, they can eat the fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels, he's perfectly fine. You're quite welcome, Charisse. He's perfectly fine. See, notice how she's the only person I asked, what's your question? I knew I had to ask you. Your dad's like, he's also another one of those people. Hold on. That would be a jokester. He's serious for certain things, but he would be a jokester. And he just showed me, this is why I know he'd be a jokester. Somebody getting stung by a bee, and he's gonna pour he's going to pee on it. He's going to pee on it. That kind of situation. So, he's showing me a scene. So, somebody taking a drink from something, getting stung, and having to pee on it. And it has to be a joke. So it's like, okay. All right, I'm going to kind of leave you with his love. He is absolutely A-okay. He's just enjoying himself. He was odd like that, yes. He's still odd like that. He's perfectly fine. He's good. Don't worry about him. Just worry about yourself. I'm like, no, don't say that like that. All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to kind of leave you with his love. Al? Yeah, fishing was he said I had to say the first thing out of my mouth. So, poop, there it is. All right. Glad that fits for you. I just give what I get. I don't know sorting it out. Al. Or AI. Al, you still with me? I know I'm dwindling down. Everybody's getting bored, which is okay. I've been on here a long time. You're probably tired of hearing me. I'm tired of hearing me. You ever Sharon, Charisse? Oh my God, that came out of my mouth. Hi, Al. Okay, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Oh, yay! I couldn't tell because AI looks exactly the same. Capital I. Whew. Perfect. All right. Let's get you a card. Ooh. Working hard. So sometimes when I get this card, it feels like, you take a lot of pride in your work. You like to make sure that you're doing things the right way, the way that you feel they need to be done. Not necessarily how you're being told to be doing them, because you don't feel that they may be doing things the way not the standards that you would want your work to shine as. So it feels like your work, you needed to say, I did this. This is my work. This is why it stands up here. But you take a lot of pride in your work, okay? But your work you work hard. Thank you, Patty. You work hard. You want to make sure that people are enjoying what you're doing. But it's really about creating your life for yourself. But what's interesting is they took me down another path, and now I just lost that path. So maybe I was going to be wrong about it. I don't know if this is making sense to you, Al, but this is somebody who's taking a lot of pride, but you feel that you're kind of stuck. Even though you're a lot of pride in your work, right? You want to make sure you make your money, but you feel really stuck. You feel really like where's the growth? You need the growth. You need the development. You need to change. You need to, you've outgrown where you're at. You need to go beyond. Does that make sense for you, Al? When you work, you take pride in what you do. But you also feel that your way is probably better than other people's way. But you feel, you feel stuck, just like you said. Let's see here. This is why, guys, this is exactly why Facebook took down lives after 30 days. So this will be gone in 30 days. I'll have to download this, re-upload it. Hope nobody jumps on thinking I'm live again, because that's what happened last time. And this is why they don't want to store it, because these videos, this one's probably what? It's going to be 3 hours by the time I'm done with this? No, 2 hours, 3 hours. No, 2 hours. Oh my God, if I can't, my brain left. Hold on real quick, Al. New opportunities. Literally got the caterpillar. Number 4. What's up with the number 4 today? Caterpillar, right? Opportunity. It's time. It's time. Just like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. When it's breaking forward. You're ready. you're ready to get out. You're ready for the change. You're ready to go. You're stagnant. You need to get out of it or you're going to drown in it. You need to advance, develop, like I was saying. Time to make that change. Time to step outside that cocoon and see what the world has to offer you. Because you are capable of having so much more. Opportunity, yes. You have opportunities that are around you that you can take. You're ready for those opportunities. What is silly? What's silly? Oh, Facebook with the deleting the lives. I still download it and re-upload it, so it's still there, minus all the comments. It's like, I know, but it's a pain in the butt. You know, Al, I went through 2 cards with you, so I do have to move on because I've been on here quite some time. If you're going to be moving to New York, the only thing I'm getting from New York is more like on Long Island. I'm not seeing the city. I'm not seeing anything. So so if you're not planning on going to those areas, I would say not just yet. Not just yet. Because all I got is like the Long Island kind of like off of the main beat. It's not like the city. I also have a connection with an artist for you. It's weird. There's an artist connection. I keep hearing an artist. All right. So I'm going to kind of leave you with that. Oh, that's exactly where? Summertime. Summertime. Okay. All right, guys. Where am I at? I need to do Jessica and Mildred. I think those are my last 2. And then you're free. Oh, your girlfriend is there. Summertime. Summertime. She's the daughter of Ralph Macchio. You know what's actually funny? You were on another one of my sessions, weren't you? Like the last one I just had, weren't you? Because I asked somebody in the beginning, not this one, but the last one, I said, who's Ralph? Why am I hearing the name Ralph? And I completely abandoned it. So if you hear my last video, it's in there. I couldn't figure out where it was at. Like, yeah, see, I knew it. You were there. I'm like, who's Ralph? Like, why are they bringing up a Ralph? You never hear the name Ralph. Okay. All right, in November 2023. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, moving on. Thank you so much, Al, for sticking it out with me. I'm moving on to Jessica. Is that what it is, Jessica? Please say yes. Oh my God, this thing keeps saying slow connection. I can't hit anything or look at anything. Oh, so I brought it up before. Interesting. You keep track of, oh, it is Jessica. You keep track of when I tell you these things? I'm so impressed. You're quite welcome, Al. Congratulations. Told you may not know. Ta-da, it happens. All right. Jessica, are you still with me? And then I have Mildred after that. Poor Mildred. I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, Christina. Oh my gosh. Christina. And Shanna. Oh, all right. Mildred, let's go. Jessica, let's go real quick. Where are you at, my dear? I'm running out. Ooh, nice. See, I don't even know what I did last week or yesterday or earlier today or maybe an hour ago. I know what I was doing an hour ago, but I can't remember what I talked about. I'm an engineer by trade, so I don't, it literally bypasses me. Is she still on here? Jessica. Of course we do. I don't even know what you're saying that to, but it sounds positive. Oh, you write stuff down? Wait a minute. Is that what you're talking about? Where's Miss Jessica at? I have Shanna. Like I said, I got Jessica, Mildred, and then I found Christina and Shanna. I need Jessica to hurry so I can get to all of y'all. Oh, thank you so much, Patty. These are today's. I mean, Spirit's sneaky. They'll bring in certain things. I'm just happy about Don and John. Both of them being firemen. That was a fun time. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. All right, you ready for your card? Let's see here. I know I'm skinny, but not that skinny, girl. All right, let's see here. Ooh, Justice card. You know, and I'm going to use this card for you. It may be a little bit different. I don't remember how I announced it earlier, but it's going to be about balance for you. This Justice card is going to be about balance. You're going to set your boundaries. You're going to set your time, your limits, what you'll accept, what you won't accept. You're going to actually start balancing, and you're going to be using a lot of your intuition. Can you see my post? I'm here. Yeah, I've been talking to you. I hope so. Oh, please, dear Lord. I know there's a delay. I talk fast. So maybe you missed it, or maybe I'm just delayed in getting your message. So, Justice card, balance. You know, just trying your blind faith. You're also very connected intuitively, so trusting your gut is going to be probably better than trusting, you know, your logic sometimes, because your logic will weigh things out. You know what I'm saying? And you trusting your gut, super important, because you need that balance in your life. You need to connect with Spirit. And I know that's going to sound a little crazy, but just connect within. Because technically you're a spirit too, right? Connect within. If you can meditate, sit there in silence, just close your eyes before you go to sleep, and just be you. Okay? Really trusting your intuition is going to be super, super important this year. Needing that balance. I like to bring up the June card, which is the Moon card. That balance is, you really need balance. You have to balance things. It's super important for you this year. Balance, balance, balance. If you go have some fun, you go to work. If you go to work, you go have some fun. You just need to have, if you have a lot of outside time, you need inside time. It's just, you have to have an equal balance in order to navigate this year and to navigate the next few months. The next 3 months are huge for you to start developing this balance. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Don't let people sway you from your own gut. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, next person here. Jessica, I'm moving on to Mildred. I hope you heard that. Hopefully I did not freeze. Mildred, you're still with me, right? Because I know you messaged me 2 seconds ago on here. All right, let's see what we got for Mildred. Patience, my dear. Patience. Mildred. Patience. Absolutely need to. I understand you have a fast-paced life, fast-paced everything, but patience. Taking a step back, having patience. Don't expect too much all the time. You're going to set your standards all the way up here and your expectations all the way up here, and sometimes it's not going to match. It's going to be off and on and off and on. Just know that patience is going to be a structure for you this year. And the number 5, it's going to be up and down, because 14 is a 5, 1 and 4 is 5. So up and down for you. But it's going to be good. It's not bad by any means. But stopping to smell the roses and enjoying, like if you see a pool, you're like, let's go swim, man. Take advantage of these moments. Earlier you said that you go to these places and you don't really get out much. Make sure you're welcome, Jessica. Make sure you are taking advantage of every opportunity to soak in your experience as much as possible. You feel like, oh, I'm tired, still go out. Go enjoy. Just do it. It's stopping to smell the roses to reward yourself for all the work you put in. Even though your work doesn't seem like it's hard work for you maybe, Maybe it does, but it feels like it's a collective, it's a group, and just enjoy. That's it. They want you to enjoy. Have patience. Sit back. Let other people handle some of the stuff too, and enjoy. No need to rush. There's no finish line. All right, I'm going to leave you with that, Mildred. Hoping it makes sense. Christina, you still with me? I know I'm dwindling everybody down. We are down to 4 people, and I have 2 for readings left. Christina, I have a dog on the other side. I don't know if this is like a labradoodle thingy or just a labrador. I also have a husky. Hold on. I have this little labradoodle thing. Labrador. The fur looks a little different. And then I think it's a husky on the other side also. So I don't know. There's only 4 people in here, so I don't know if that's going to fit with anybody. But I do have, there's one. Oh, typical husky. I don't know where that goes. And I'm not getting any response from Christina. So Shanna, you're next. Are you with me, Shanna? Shanna! Attention, attention. Y'all like just watching me do nothing? So, while I'm doing nothing, you're the one, very, very important for everybody here. We just went through the year of the 9. You love your job and look forward to reconnect with my coworkers and associates. See? De nada. Okay. So, hi, Shanna. Okay. Why are my cards all jacked up? This is like not cool. Me no likey. Oh, I so don't like upside down cards. Because my whole deck, I like to sort them out and keep them all right side up. So if there is by chance any kind of card that goes haywire, I know Spirit said, Shanna, who would you call boss or boss man? Boss? I don't think that's a name, is it? Boss? Who would you call boss or boss man, Shanna? Why am I hearing boss? But they would call them this, like boss or boss man. Oh, that's so weird. All right, let's keep going. Let me get a card. Shanna. So with this particular card here, it feels like you do feel defeated. It feels like you are feeling like, you know, sometimes the world just feels like it's dumping on us. Oh, thank you, Patty. Much appreciated. So we sometimes feel like the world is against us. We feel defeated. We feel tired. We feel like we're doing the same thing over and over and over. And yet we are doing the same thing over and over, and we're going to get the same results doing it over and over again. Even if you do it a little bit different, you're like, nah. So it just feels like you're really, really. That's okay, Shanna. It could just be somebody watching that hasn't spoke up. So it just feels like you're feeling a little defeated. You're feeling a little bit. The world's kind of up against you a little bit, and you're. The good thing is the swords are not in your back. So Spirit, your loved ones, your family, your friends, they're stopping you from hitting that bottom, from bottoming out. So you got support system in place. It may not always feel like it, but you have a support system just to get you before it completely bottoms out. And this particular card here, it just feels like you're getting kind of tired in a sense. Like things may not be going the way you had anticipated, but it just seems like it keeps going on and on and on that way. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you, but this is how this card is coming across to me. But at the same time, people are saving you, or Spirit is saving you from those swords from entering your back. So you're still being cushioned in some way, shape, or form to help prevent you hitting that bottom of the barrel. And we all hit it at some point in our life, but somebody's protecting you from hitting that bottom. Does that make any sense to you, Shanna? Hi, Mindy. You missed my live, my dear. Woo. Mindy, you don't have boss man or boss, do you? Or boss? Somebody would have called boss. Hey, boss. Or boss man. Just out of curiosity. You can say no. I'm okay with that. It's probably my brain melting and getting everything discombobulated. Shanna, did that make sense for you? Shanna. Oh, it's so slow. Hi, Mindy. You actually missed my reading. You're welcome, Shanna. I was just curious if you knew somebody that would be called boss man or something like that, because I keep getting boss man over and over again. But I have been on here since Bosco is your brother. Oh. Okay. Boy, did I just step in it now. I'm trying to jump off of here. I've been on here for 2 hours. Oh. Now, your brother lose a friend. I don't know if I'm torn between two people, and I feel like, see, okay, Patty, that's why. Yeah. It's interesting how I kept hearing boss, like boss. And I'm like, what the heck is that? That someone's boss? Like, what are you doing with that? It feels like I have two people. I have a friend that would be connected to your brother that would have passed away. And I also have, it almost feels like a fatherly figure, but I want to lean into like an uncle. But I don't know where to go with this right now. I wasn't expecting boss to be anything. I was expecting people to say no. And I am completely burned out. So maybe next time you can hop on. Again, it's been 2 hours, so Facebook probably hates me. Because I will be downloading this and re-uploading it and sitting it on their servers. So yeah, not sure. That's fine. But it feels like somebody would have like almost said boss instead of Bosco. Hey boss, what's up? Hey boss. Like it just feels really friendly. And there's a German Shepherd connected. Feels like a German Shepherd. There's a German Shepherd connected somewhere on that route. But I'm going to leave you guys with your family's loved ones. I can't even speak. Nobody's left but us three, guys. So hopefully I was able to deliver messages for anybody who needed them. Mindy, I do apologize. I'm like literally 2 hours in and just, I think my brain melted. Didn't know you were on. Sorry, it should have notified you. If you're not getting notifications that I'm on, the settings on my page, you want to go in there where it says follow or the 3 dots. You change it from highlights to all notifications. And then you'll be notified every time I'm live. I am so sorry, sweetie. You're quite welcome, Patty. Thank you for helping keeping the feed going. And thank you for everybody who's left on here. Love y'all. See you next time. Mwah.